name is Steve Hager, and I'm the producer of this event. And we're going live to the web right now, first time ever at the Cannabis Cup.
As the poet of the people.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the fantastic award ceremonies for the 1998 Cannabis Cup here in Amsterdam. It's wonderful to see so many people out tonight, and of course, by the end of the evening, we will have announced the winners.
And Crystal, how many cups have you been to?
The first cup. Very good. And have you been enjoying sampling?
Oh, very much so.
In Amsterdam. They got people coming there from all over the world. Bring them the finest marijuana grown anywhere there is for us to smoke and get high.
Plant times the Durban poison.
Very special one at
No, I don't have any budget. I just have the best buds. It's not about
specially used for a spiritual ritual. Finest hand-pressed palm. Made by
This is our pride and joy. This is the real McCoy. This is
Take this a little seriously, will you?
yes, okay.
This is the Academy Award
Yes,
for
yes,
marijuana.
yes. Well, here we go.
It's not some kind of Cheech and Chong joke, all right?
Marijuana is one of God's best gifts to humankind, almost as good as, well, I mean, the man-woman thing is terrific, you know. And pot is great. There are not very many pictures of Mez Mesro, but any picture of Mel Cooley. Mel Cooley was a character on the Dick Van Dyke show. Mez Mesro looks just like Mel Cooley.
I want to get involved in you know, the selling of marijuana because you know, we're not here to buy and sell cannabis. We're here to basically have a ceremony and a spiritual moment. You really can't have the money changing take place through us. You know, the money changers don't belong in the temple. So I think it would only cost between $5,000 and $10,000 for each coffee shop to provide a gram sample to each judge. So I think that's really what needs to happen.
I agree with that. I would like to do that. Furthermore, I think there should be two classifications, large and small coffee shops. I think the large ones should compete against the large ones and the small ones should compete against the small ones. And I think that the judges absolutely should get a sample from the coffee shop that they can really check out. We're going back live to the group now. Cannabis Cup group live.
Now with Vipers, it's different. You don't have to pass a roach to a Viper. He'll take it right out of your hand and go to puffing on it, not even thinking about who had it in his chops before. most of us were getting our tea from some Spanish boys, and one day they showed up with a guy who pushed the stuff in Detroit when I was there. He wasn't selling it anymore, but he put us in touch with another cat who kept coming up from Mexico with real golden leaf, the best that could be had. As soon as we got some of that Mexican bush, we almost blew our tops. Papa, you never smacked your chops on anything sweeter in all your days of vaping. It had such a wonderful smell, and the kick you got was really out of this world. Guys used to say it tasted like chocolate candy, a brand Hershey never even thought of. I laid it on the cats in the barbecue, and pretty soon all of Harlem was after me to light them up. I wasn't working then and didn't have much money to gay camp with, but I couldn't refuse to light my friends up. Before I knew it, I had to write to our connection for a large supply because everybody I knew wanted some. Man, you can be riding on rubber in no time at all with that stuff, and it ain't against the law neither. The cats told me, just think how many cats you can make happy, they kept saying. Before I knew it, I was standing on the corner pushing gauge. Only I did no pushing. I just stood under the tree of hope, my hopes full up, and the cats came and went, and so did all my golden leaf. Overnight, I was the most popular man in Harlem, and I was to become known as the Reefer King, the link between the races, the philosopher, the Mez, Papa Mez, Mama Mez, Pops' boy, the white mayor of Harlem, the man about town, the man that hit the world, the man that made history, the man with the righteous push.
There's no other place like it in the world, no other people like it unless they're here or couldn't make it. And Amsterdam, growers, coffee houses, the Quentin.
Tours is a blast. We meet you at the airport with lots of fun stuff, and we take care of you. And if you're on our tour, you're going to have fun. That's a guarantee.
Well, I know you didn't vote, Mike, because you're not a judge. I'm not either. But, you know, if I had to vote this year for Cannabis Cup, I think I probably would have given, like, Neville's Hayes Charas or one of the chars, the hand-rubbed live hashes, as opposed to the, you know, the dead hashes where they kill the plant. It's a whole new concept. It's very, very hard to produce. It takes intensive labor.
Where them gone? Some man and woman, them dead and them gone. Some hooligan, some gilligan. Where them gone? Where them gone? Them dead and them gone. Them body gone. Where them gone? Them dirty gone. Where them gone? I am a Rasta man, alone I stand, and it's like one more hooligan stepping in, me sense him in your heart. It's like one more Babylon chopping down me marijuana. It's like one more Gilligan cutting down me good in the car. It's like one more Babylon stepping in me marijuana. Mama never really have time to get vexed. Wicked man never sleep and the good can't rest. The brainwash man fi wear a bulletproof vest. Like them never have God out in them chest. And everywhere I turn I wonder what up next. All over human rights and they get me perplexed. All the way want cool and relax and flex. And all Babylon want invade me nest. It's like one more hooligan stepping in, me sense of me now. It's like one more Babylon chopping down me marijuana. It's like one more Gilligan stepping in, me good out for ya. It's like one more Matilda running in, me marijuana. Yeah, yeah. Oh, them sell the white rock, to them just a import this and then them export that. But we not promote no crack, so we love the ganja to the max and we not afraid for talk. So we are not in dreadlocks, wicked man want come spy and infant on me sponsor. But me a heart she lost nuts, so me love the ganja to the max and me not stop chat. One more Babylon burning down in this fire. It's like one more hooligan chopping down in this fire. It's like one more Gilligan burning down in this fire. It's like one more Matilda chopping down in this fire. Mama just a come here one time to explain. Support ganja weed and we fight cocaine. Cause them the white stone would a wreck out your brain. It make a boy mother, make a girl insane. So give them marijuana and we take away the pain. Heal the nation upon the good ganja train. Papa Babylon fight to boast the profane. Taking the name of Jalad in vain. It's like one more hooligan stepping in, me sense of me now. It's like one more Babylon cutting down me marijuana. It's like one more hooligan running in, me good in the car. It's like one more Matilda stepping in. Now give me a one drop. Who push crack on me block? Conscious man defend the youth from your wicked attack. Like you want a gunshot. So we love the youth to the max and we're not afraid for talk. We are them active bark. See it need water and food. We grow them in a pot. Yeah, yellow, brown, white, black. So we love the youth to the max and we not stop chat. One more Rasta man coming in for trying to put ya. It's like one more ganja man coming in. Piruta culture. It's like one more Naya man coming in below the chalwa. It's like one more Kaya man coming in.
Drum roll, please. The Flying Dutchman.
Thank you all for choosing me for the third prize. Finally, a small crack in the greenhouse door. And also I want to thank my friends Mike, Sam, and Rob to make it all possible, to bring all the genetics to Holland. Thank you very much, and till next year.
Second place, Sensi Seed.
Thank you very much. We are very honored to be here this year for you again. We have tough times sometimes. The future is always uncertain, but we all know that the truth is on our side. And one day we will all win. And we're just very happy that we can be part of the process. Thank you very much.
First place, the Greenhouse.
It's the second time we enter the Seed Cup, and the last 6 years we won about 16 or 17 Cannabis Cups. And 5 years ago we started getting all these letters from all over the world. And at this moment it's like 500 to 1,000 letters for people who really want seeds from us. And I would like to say one thing, you know, in Holland we have a nice policy, and for us it's impossible to export seeds to the United States, so we don't do that. But there are a few factors out now, and I would like to share with them. Just last week there was on Channel 2 in California, and we had a videotape this afternoon that on the Berkeley, California University, they reached the highest peak of THC level ever measured. It was 25% of greenhouse seeds. So I would like to share you with this. So it's a really breaking through in the genetics.
The quality of the cannabis in Amsterdam has been improved considerably through this event. And I also think that the image that people have worldwide of people that use cannabis is improving, because it's obvious that the people that come here take cannabis very seriously. They take cannabis history very seriously. This is not a joke to them. They're very dedicated in their job. Wouldn't you say that the average judge here actually is interested in finding and preserving quality strains of cannabis?
I'd say the vast majority are. There's a lot of people who simply come here to have a good time, and that's what they do. I mean, we have people who never show up and pick up their judge's lamb, and it's because they never find the Pax Party House. They get to Amsterdam, they hit the first coffee shop they find, and they never leave it.
Well, I would call that a meltdown.
Nobody understands, not the blues of a normal man. Ooh, understand, not the blues of a normal man. Well, I seen the devil on my TV, said the Lord needs money, boy, send it to me. Ooh, my TV said the Lord needs money, boy, send it to me. All right. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, woo, woo. This morning was something scratching around my back door, but what it wanted, I don't know. My back door.
If we want to gamble in casinos or spend our money in a whorehouse, give the president a blowjob in his big chair in the White House. The war on drugs is about building a police state. The war on drugs is about building prisons and filling them up with more and more people like us, and employing more guards, employing more cops, more special agents, more prosecutors, more judges, more wardens, more jailers.
Stop the music, stop the music. Arrest this man. He can't make hemp work. Nobody can. It's the evil weed. It's guaranteed to hook your children to a life of need.
So now he returns to his royal boudoir
understand what to do in the morning. Whoa! What a dream I had. Hemp can clothe us and feed us and keep us high.
St. Andrew. Spring of 1931, writes Louis. We did call ourselves Vipers, which could have been anyone from all walks of life that smoked and respected gauge. That was our cute little name for marijuana, and it was a misdemeanor in those days. We always looked at pot as a sort of medicine, a cheap drunk and with much better thoughts than one that's full of liquor. Now, we didn't do too much smoking lush. When we did, we always figured that pot would cut liquor anytime. As we always used to say, gauge is more of a medicine than a dope. But with all the rigmarole going on, no one can do anything about it. After all, the Vipers during my heydays are way up there in age, too old to suffer those drastic penalties. But if we all get as old as Methuselah, our memories will always be of lots of beauty and warmth from gauge. Mary Warner, honey, you sure was good, and I enjoyed you heap much. But the price got a little too high to pay, all wise. At first, you was a misdemeanor, but as the years rolled on, you lost your misto and got meaner and meaner. Jailhousely speaking.
All right. I just was joking with the cat. The guy I'm gonna bring up, everybody, Mr. Louis Armstrong, one of his personal friends, Mr. Jack Bradley, everybody.
His manager would say, "Stop smoking that shit. We'll get busted and be out of work." And Lewis said, "No, I'll do anything you tell me, Mr. Glazer, but I'm going to smoke that every day of my life." And he did. Wow, what a great audience. Thank you, High Times in Amsterdam. And I was his connection, one of his many connections, and he used to ask me for a Prince Albert can, because that's the way they sold it. And so, of course, by that time, the 60s, they didn't have the can, but I got a can at... I got this at an antique shop in New York, and I used to fill it up. In fact, I've always suspected that the term lid might have come from that. I'm serious, did it? And I used to, of course, manicure it for him and fill the whole thing up, you know, and it would be about $20. It's not the real thing. Don't worry. This is another herb that Louis Armstrong used every day of his life. It's called Swiss Chris, and he'd take it every day to clean out his system. And of course, he got busted for it a few times because it looks so much like you know what. I want to say, everyone, get high or higher. And when you get a chance, put on a Louis Armstrong record and really listen deeply, because that's where it's at. Thank you.
Throws a ring of fire around the statue. He's all dressed up in this primal outfit, and he does a little dance here. And he does it at midnight, exactly at midnight.
Interesting Cannabis Cups. First of all, the Domkring, who is the reigning champion, pulled out seconds before, like days before the event started.
Competitive. They wanted to stay out of it for a year and to see what happened, to give smaller shops a chance.
The teasing goes too far. I mean, the teasing costs thousands of guilders. Right. I mean, because our boss wants to win the cup and Arjen wants to win the cup. And they put in thousands and thousands of guilders only to win the cup. And that's not fair to everybody else who can't invest this money. And they know it, all the Amsterdam coffee shop owners, they know it, they can't win.
In New York, you have the Yankees baseball team. George Steinbrenner spends more money, will do anything, he gets the world championship. Nobody complains.
Okay, that's
I got a stalk of sensimania blooming in my backyard. I got a stalk of sensimania blooming in my backyard. Don't cut down the golly tree, 'cause it makes the best tea for me. I even hear doctors say this naturally. Oh, one thing the structure can use a lot of food, but to survive and go through in Babylon. Oh yeah, I got a stalk of sensimania blooming in my backyard. Got a stalk of sensimania blooming in my backyard. I've walked the streets and seen children downtown begging everyone they meet, and it hurts me. Can be right for what this world does for the youth. Just for the herbs I'm selling, you want to capture me. I don't cherish wickedness. It is not profit to I and I got a stalk of sensimania in my backyard. A stalk of sensimania in my backyard. Anything that is wickedness, I and I don't check for it. Oh, fascists, fascists, all around Diana.
I personally think the contest should change in certain ways. I have very firm views on that.
Well, I believe that what the judges want is a free sample from every coffee shop. And that's what
Are we
needs
on?
to be
Yes,
done.
thank you. I just have a
I think we're
very
gonna
brief
go back
announcement
live
for
soon.
the press.
Thanks
Just
a
want
lot,
to let
Steve
the
Hager.
press know.
Everybody here, I've got the coffee shops. The coffee shops. Anybody here been to some coffee shops? All right, all right, all right. Well, let's see what we've got here. Whoa. Okay, okay. Number three, third place winner of the, what is this, bronze medal here? Gray area. Gray area? We have gray area here.
Once again, we'd like to thank everybody. What can we say? High times for making this cup possible, for all the judges who visited us.
That's right. This is our 5th cup, and well, there'll be many more, I'm sure. Get ready for Cup 2005, guys.
Stay in the spirit of smoking, full power.
See you at 420. It's always 420.
All right. Now we've got second place winner here. Second place winner is definitely one of my favorite coffee shops. Was just there earlier today. It's the Rockery. The Rockery, second place winner of the coffee shop.
Well, first of all, I want to thank our bosses, and that are Roel and Eric. Woo! Great stuff, man. About 50 people are working for them, and they're really doing a great job. Roel and Eric, cheers, man. For the rest, we want to thank the staff of the Rockery, because they look gorgeous this week. Celinda, woo! And we want to thank also the other coffee shops, because it's one big gathering together. And we don't want to compete with another coffee shop. We just want to have a good fun in this week. So everybody, come on. No protest anymore. Just have fun.
First place winner for the coffee shop goes to the Greenhouse. It's the Grand Slam for the Greenhouse. I didn't know which greenhouse you visited, but like all three the greenhouses have like excellent, smiling, lovely personnel. We got like every greenhouse we try to build a different atmosphere. And you like it, so thank you very much for this award. Thank you.
We make seeds, and that's what we normally do. There are so many seed companies are phony, selling phony seeds.
Oh, them a strong arm They want to keep the population down on a sheep farm. Control all your program. Curfew identification, I tell you, keep calm. Watch how them a use policeman. Them separate and subjugate your man and woman. Who are them a strong arm, but militant love me put on. I know that we're living in a serious time, but still it hurts me to see so much hatred, war and crime. Still I say I put my mind, I go to Zion one time, I could not get left behind Christos. See David kill Goliath with a stone and sling. What a judgment Jah is bringing in. I talk, I chant, I sing. No, 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 higher, no, higher, no, higher, no, higher. For Jah, Jah, Jah. Oh, them are strong arm. They want to keep the population down on a sheep farm. Control all your program. Curfew identification, I tell you, keep strong. Watch how them a use policeman. Them separate and subjugate your men and women. Oh, them are strong arm. But militant love me put on. Militant love me put on. This a one love revolution for the young generation. I bring the healing of the nation. Oh yeah.
And to present it to you, we give you the high priest of this year's celebration, John Sinclair. A warm welcome for our high priest, John Sinclair. Give it up.
The bronze medal goes to Gray Area for their Gray Mist. Gray Area, please come on up.
Great. This is unbelievable. 5 cups in a row, 4 or 5 cups. Who keeps track? It's, I mean, you know, I almost feel like, well, whoever it is. Cup fatigue is setting in, guys. It's great to be here again. The Cannabis Cup 98. Of course, great thanks to the 420 Tours and all the other people that are involved with, you know, putting up the whole stage production here. The band especially, Rocker T, the whole crew. Everybody deserves the cup this year, of course. Full power till next year. We'll be there, and of course, guys, you'll be there too. All right.
Thank you to the people from the Gray Area. Well, they aren't on the winning list here, but I wanted to give my thanks for a couple of breeds that came to my attention. The Pot of Gold from the Flying Dutchman people I thought was very, very good. Also from the Sensi Seed Company, they made such a beautiful presentation to the judges with the red box that we'll never forget. And my wife and I both especially enjoyed the Black Domina. Black Domina. Good stuff. Highly recommended. And also, I did quite a bit of extensive pre-testing on the number 2 brand here before the judging started. I really went through quite a pile of El Nino from Greenhouse. They're the silver medal winners. El Nino! The Greenhouse. My personal favorite from the Greenhouse presentation was a wonderful marijuana called Neville's Haze. To me, that took me back on some paths that I'd wanted to visit for quite a while, mentally speaking. But the number 1 breed and winner of the Cannabis Cup 1998, the Greenhouse Super Silver Haze, the winner.
There's only a few things I would like to say about this plant. Super Silver has won last year, this year, and win the Cannabis Cup again. I think, and everybody probably would agree me for or against it. It is the best plant in the world right now. There is no better plant around. And there's another thing I want to say that we haven't talked about much, but I would like to dedicate also this cup to all the people in the world that are sitting right now in prison and don't know what's going on here, you know. And all those people are sitting there, you know, because our governments are fucking around with them, you know, worldwide. And it's time, you know, that much more people stand up, you know, go back to your government, go back to your mayors, you know, and tell them they're idiots, you know, and let those people out of the prison, you know. Try to do something for those people worldwide.
This cup is people coming together and dancing. You may have to edit this, but I gotta say, you can't dance with your head up your ass. Pot helps relieve cranio-recto impaction. More people should smoke pot. Anyway,
But when we get back to the United States, it ain't gonna be nothing like this. In the United States, it ain't nothing nice. 'Cause they got a war on people like us. They call it the war on drugs. But they don't give a fuck about drugs, 'cause if you got a prescription, you can get just as loaded as any person has ever been on the planet Earth. They just don't like us getting high on marijuana.
Pass me the urban, I'll burn the herb. Pass me the urban, I'll burn the herb. What's the word? It's the herb, burn the herb. Pass me the urban, I'll burn the herb.
Coming like this with a powerful motion. I get busy cause I've smoked the herb. When I get busy, oh, it is absurd. 2 grams, sometimes 3 grams. And I'll be chilling in Amsterdam with my man, it's okay. You know we don't play. You get a can of business my way. Put your honor in the air if you feel like a business. One time, put your honor in the air if you're with a kind of business. Everybody, what?
Pass me the herb and I'll burn the herb.
Pass me the herb and I'll burn the herb. Pass me the herb and I'll burn the herb.
What's the word? It's the herb, burn the herb. I'm back with another track. Vocal shit laying on my back in the sun under a hung. When I smoke the spliff, I just begun with the thing that I do. My name is SOKKRE for you. And you know what I want? To smoke a joint every day.
Golden Grand Slam, Steve.
Well, you know, I have to say, nobody worked harder to win the Cannabis Cup, I think. Really, I mean, the intensity with which you've pursued this is quite remarkable. And what is it between you and this plant? What is it?
Well, you know, it happened when I was 18. I met this guy in north of Thailand. He was an old shaman. And he told me all about this plant. And he said at one point to me, you will never win with this plant because the power is so strong. And I started growing when I was 20. And so that's about 13 years ago now. And when we started growing here in Holland, there was nobody else basically growing besides Sensi Seed, and Greenhouse started at that time. And but we put a lot of effort in. We are artists. The shops we create ourselves. You know, the whole decor. I'm an artist, so I created myself. The seed company we do ourselves every morning. Scott and I get up at 7, 8 o'clock to water those plants by hand. The celebrity judges have been there, and they can see every plant of the 2,000 or 3,000 standing there is watered by hand. This is a big problem, but also a big control system for us. And I think what I want to talk about is the Charas. I want to hear about this because this got my vote for Cannabis Cup. I couldn't vote myself, but it would have gotten my vote. The whole concept of live
hash, you know. All right, let's open that up and take a close look at it. Let's hold that right up to the camera, because I think this is probably the finest thing in Amsterdam right now. Yeah, go get real close to the camera with that. Yeah. It's very soft, and you know, it's not overpoweringly intense in its smell or taste, but it's just got the most incredible sensation, you know, that you sort of ride through after you take, you know, a few, you know, like 30 seconds after the hit. You just, I mean, it reminds me of like hash oil or something.
Even for us here in Holland, this is the first time. It's made of 60 kilos of pure sativa super silver haze of the greenhouse. And even for myself, I'm smoking 15 years. I've never had such a nice hash in the world. It's better, it's charas, but it's better than all the Moroccan and Indian and Afghanistan hash I've ever had. It's made here in Holland from our super silver haze. We only could produce 150 grams. We're very proud of it. We're not selling it, of course, because we want to just share it with everybody. And we had it in a suitcase of the celebrity judges. And the quality is so fine. The high is so unbelievable, beautiful.
Going to the Cannabis Cup next year, you can go to the High Times site at hightimes.com, or you can call AirTech at 1-800-575-8324 and request a brochure, or you can go to our website, which is connected to High Times, at 420tours.com. That's 420tours.com. Just want to tell you it was a great party this year.
What I have to say is that it is great to be here every year in Amsterdam, and one reason why it's great is because gives you a taste of freedom, and once you've tasted freedom, you can't do without it.
Some man and woman, them dead and them gone. Some hooligan, some gilligan. Where them gone? Where them gone? Them dead and them gone. Them body gone. Where them gone? Them dirty gone. Where them gone? I am a Rasta man, alone I stand, and it's like one more hooligan. Step in hand, me sense him in your heart. It's like one more Babylon, chopping down me marijuana. It's like one more Gilligan, cutting down me good in the car. It's like one more Babylon, stepping in me marijuana. Mama never really have time to get vexed. Wicked man never sleep and the good can't rest. The brainwash man fi wear a bulletproof vest. Like them never have God out in them chest. And everywhere I turn I wonder what up next. All over human rights and they get me perplexed. All the way want cool and relax and flex. And all Babylon want invade me next. It's like one more hooligan, stepping in, me sense of me now. It's like one more Babylon, chopping down me marijuana. It's like one more Gilligan, stepping in, me good out fire. It's like one more Matildan, running in me marijuana. Yeah, yeah. Oh, them sell the white rock. true, them just import this and then them export that. But we not promote no crack. True, we love the ganja to the max and we not afraid for talk. True, we are not in dreadlocks. Wicked man one come spy and infant on me sponsor. But me a heart she loves nuts. True, me love the ganja to the max and me not stop chat. One more Babylon burning down in this fire. It's like one more hooligan chopping down in this fire. It's like one more Gilligan burning down in this fire. It's like one more Martinland chopping down in this fire. Mama just a come here one time to explain. Support ganja weed and we fight cocaine. Cause them the white stone would a wreck out your brain. It make a boy mother, make a girl insane. So give them marijuana and we take away the pain. Heal the nation upon the good ganja train. Babylon fight to boast the profane. Taking the name of Jalad in vain. It's like one more hooligan stepping in my sense of me now. It's like one more Babylon cutting down my marijuana. It's like one more hooligan running in me good indica. It's like one more Martinland stepping in. Now give me a one drop. Who push crack on me block? Conscious man defend the youth from your wicked attack. Like you want a gunshot. True, we love the youth to the max and we're not afraid for talk. We are them active bark. See it need water and food. We grow them in a pat. Yeah, yellow, brown, white, black. True, we love the youth to the max and we not stop chat. One more Rasta man coming in for chanting for Jah. It's like one more ganja man coming in. The roots of culture. It's like one more Naya man coming in below the Chalwa. It's like one more Kaya man.